Hey Roger, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Michael. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic as well. It's so glad to have you here.
Yeah, well, this is awesome, and thank you, Donna, for coming on and taking your time to help us out.
That's
Oh,
great.
my pleasure.
So why don't you feel free to ask your question directly to Donna, then I'll turn it over to her.
All right. Well, basically, I would love to write a book. I have content to write books, but I absolutely hate to sit down and type. I mean, writing an email more than two sentences drives me nuts. Just having to sit and put my attention and type. I love getting in front of the camera. I love speaking. I love teaching, but man, to sit down and type out a few paragraphs, let alone a book, is just such a daunting thought for me. What kind of tips, like how is am I hopeless to, be doomed to never have a book, or is there something I can do to maybe overcome that and work on it?
Yeah. And what's your topic, Roger?
My topic is actually helping entrepreneurs go from idea to having an online business where they're making money within 30 days. Could be a little more than 30 days, but within as little as 30 days.
Okay. All right, very good. So it sounds like a fantastic book idea, kind of made for a fast and easy book, something to use as a big business card. And I don't know if you heard at the top of the Hangout, but one of the things that Michael talked about is how he and his business partner John wrote their book via Hangouts, where they actually recorded it, they did videos, and had those transcribed, and then those eventually came into their book. So do you happen to have Hangouts or videos that you've already done for your program, or audios?
Well, it's funny. I'm actually in the process of doing a bunch of videos, putting together a course that's teaching this stuff. So I missed the very start, so I actually missed that. So very cool. Sounds like that might be my answer. What did I guess so Michael and Donna, when you get them transcribed, and I guess you just sent them away to a service to get them transcribed?
Yeah, I'm happy to take that and say it again. So one of the things what John and I did is we actually outlined ahead of time kind of what we thought would be the subjects we wanted to cover in the book. And then we got on a hangout together. But you could do this alone. You could do a hangout on air that, is private just to get the recording and just basically talk into it, or you could just do a standard video that you're recording. But again, we just found a transcriptionist that we've used to transcribe some of our other shows on Fiverr.com. There are plenty of transcriptionists that are out there, and it's really, I mean, in some cases it's so inexpensive. It's like $5 per 10 minutes of video to transcribe. So it's outrageously
Worth
inexpensive.
it.
And so anyway, we got back all of this text in a nice Word document. And basically, I was able to work from the Word document and make it into book language, so that it was, more written content and shift things around. But we're off to a great start just from talking the book. And this is a strategy that a lot of people use. And something Donna and I have talked about before in another session, and John would if he was here with us, and I hope he's having a great time in Vegas, and I know he's watching us, is think about sort of a 10 by 10 strategy, which is 10 questions that your ideal customers would have asked you, and 10 questions they should ask you. And if you were to answer those 20 questions, if you would brainstorm up to 20 questions, you will have a ton of content that will drive the copy, some great content in your book, and just speak it all.
So really, you're just editing a book rather than having to sit and write the whole thing out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. How does that sound to you, Roger? Does that sound like something that you could do if you had a transcript in front of you?
It sounds a lot easier than sitting down and typing up, because like I said, I mean, I can talk and I can teach and build it into a format, and then so I suppose then it's just organizing it and chunking it down so that it's easy to read and follow through.
Yeah,
Exactly.
go ahead. I was
And
just
one
going
of
to
the
add one
best.
quick thing. I'm sorry. I was going to add one quick thing. When you do that, Roger, is you'll get all of this. Like I said, you are great at speaking, and you like doing videos and presentation and all of that. You have a lot of ideas that will free flow, just like with a writer, as Donna advised me as a perfectionist. Don't stop and edit along the way. Don't edit your talk along the way. Free
Mm.
speak. Just free speak into it. Don't worry about it. If you feel tired, pause, come back. That's okay. So that's what we did. So you just kind of talk through it, and then you'll work from there with a transcription that you can do. And then once you organize it, you can actually hire somebody for an editing service that would be separate, of which they're available on Fiverr, to kind of do the hard editing for you. So go ahead, Donna. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no worries. No, that's exactly, Michael's exactly right on. A couple other things. You do want to keep your outline, pretty tight in what you're going to be talking about. But if you're used to teaching it, that's fine. If you're not, and you just kind of show up and throw up, you're going to end up with 200-page transcript that's one paragraph, and it's just going to be so overwhelming to edit. So you want to, like the 10 by 10 is a great idea. You want to make it a pretty tight outline that you have. Also teach some specifics. One of the benefits of talking your book is that your content will automatically have that conversational tone, and that's what we want in books these days. We want to actually kind of hear the author in our mind as we're reading it. So that'll be fantastic. And then you could, before even turning over to the editing service, what I would do is go through it and add a little introduction, like this is what I'm going to be talking about, and then you'll have the content, and then if needed, add some kind of recap to the chapter and let readers know, hey, you can do this. Like, I call it a cheerleader paragraph. You add it at the end and say, I know I covered a lot here, but I really think that by applying these tips that you too can have success and earn money online in as little as 30 days. So you'll do a little finessing that way, but really I think that you'd be good to go. You could have your book done real quick.